Alright, we're back for round one with our pretty nice red-black pirates deck. This hand's kind of interesting because there is a chance that it has absolutely nothing to do. We are on the play, but I think it's still a keep. Even if we miss like one land drop, this Lightning Rig Crew is going to help us catch back up. The Buccaneers is going to find us more lands, and then we can just go for long game value. This is one of those hands that makes me wish I was playing 18 land for sure. It's kind of the situation I was envisioning, that it's like the only way we could lose. Yep. Figured I might miss once, but missing twice would be possibly the death knell, depending on what he's doing. Blue-green Merfolk. Kapala I don't really care about that much. Alright, better late than never. The only thing I'm worried about is him presenting a clock. I'm certainly going to offer a trade here. Which I assume won't work. I want to make sure I don't fall too far behind on tempo. Yep, River Herald's Boon is pretty nice. Well, this is going to be an unfortunate way to lose. Let's pitch one of these. March of the Drowns. Yep, this game's basically over now. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it in. I can't beat a 5/5 Kapala because it's gonna take us till turn 7 to get it with contract killing. Well, that was an unfortunate first showing for our deck. Do I change anything? I don't think so. I'm not gonna be results oriented. Again, I could cut the makeshift munitions for a land, so I guess I will be results oriented. But honestly, it's not even looking that deep into how that particular game went. It's just kind of reaffirming my thought on how our deck is going to play. So it makes sense to me to do it. It's probably what I should have done in the first place. So I will play. And I will keep. So one of these swamps could have been a makeshift munitions. But that wouldn't even be that great. Certainly not in this matchup. Alright, that could help get me out of this eventually. Still don't have much to do in the meantime. Alright, once again, better late than never. Next turn we could potentially hit for a lot of damage. See what his 3-drop is. Siren Lookout this time. Finds him a land. Alright, so this turn should be pretty nice for us. Let's play the Buccaneers. Explore, Lightning Rig Crew can stay, I think. Yeah, that can stay. Attack for 6. Now we've got a clock going. Headwater Sentries. Might slow me down a little bit. So he can double up to kill one of my guys. He'll be left with just the sentries. But he'll lose it. So we're basically, are we willing to trade one of our guys for Siren's Lookout? Probably not. Not yet. Let's just play the Lightning Rig Crew. Slow the game down just a little bit. March of the Drowned does make it a little more likely that we will want to trade in the future, but I just don't think we wanted to on that turn. Because we do have cards like Skullduggery in our deck. Sending for 1. Okay, not a bad turn for him. Loots away a land. So now we have to be a little bit concerned about his open mana. So I have an interesting play in mind for next turn. No, I was thinking I could flip the Vance's Blasting Cannons pretty quickly here. Because next turn what I can do is I can send with everybody. If he blocks and kills my captain, I can go Blasting Cannons plus March of the Drowned plus replay the captain and trigger the Blasting Cannons, which might be worth it. Or do I just play the cannons now? Probably should just play the cannons now. Get my card draw going, and then I'll just pass the turn. I'm not in a big rush here. I don't want him to get like an overwhelming board presence in the meantime, but... Ooh, does he have a counterspell? Alright, fair enough. So much for that plan. I was thinking like River Herald's Boon. I can't really attack this turn either. If I send with everybody, I can double up on the captain still and kill it, and I can't kill his Headwater Sentries. So I'm just going to pass. His only offense right now is the Siren Lookout. We do have some late game inevitability going, but once again, if you give the Merfolk deck too much time to set up like a big River Herald's Boon turn or whatever, things can get hairy fast. Whiptail's pretty nice also. And Jungle Delver. Let's use the crew. Rummaging Goblin, huh? It's like our only creature that doesn't trigger the Lightning Recrew, but I'll still play it here. So now we're starting to fall a bit behind on board. This is a situation where Swashbuckling would actually come in handy. Shaper of Nature is going to make things a lot harder. We were winning this game, I think, until that card came down. Take 1, maybe 2. Probably 2. Nope. He's going to leave it back, use it defensively, makes sense. Right, first things first, let's get a land out of here. It's not a bad card. The only problem is it forces me to attack with something to get it going. If I send with both of my guys... this might actually not be the worst thing. I can send with both of my pirates, they'll probably both get eaten, but then I can finish something off with the Pyromancer, and then play the March of the Drowned to get them both back. I don't hate that. So he's probably going to go there. Oh yeah, he's going to double up first. There. Then maybe use his Shapers of Nature, maybe not. We will order the Looter first. Go to damage. Play, whoops, before we play the Pyromancer, let's ping with Lightning Ray Crew. If he has double cancel, I'll be pretty impressed. Yeah, I didn't think so. So let's finish off the Whiptail. He won't be able to save it even with Shapers of Nature. Then we will return 2 target pirates to our hand. Which will give me some extra Lightning Ray Crew triggers next turn. But now he gets to do his thing with Shapers of Nature. He's going to go to town on his flyer. Hopefully we'll be able to outrace this. Opponent's deck looks pretty strong. Another Siren Lookout. Jeez, yeah, my opponent's deck is real good. That's the thing with this format. Everyone's deck is super high powered or just super low powered. There's not really much in between. Either your deck comes together or it doesn't. Contract Killing. Okay, that does give me a bit of time. Let's start with loot. Well, maybe not actually. I might wait. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and do that. Lightning Ray Crew, that's actually a pretty good draw. So let's go ahead and get rid of that Shapers of Nature right now. I gotta think about this. How is this gonna play out? Kill Shapers of Nature, ping him down to 9, play the Lightning Ray Crew, untap, he goes to 8, and then I can go 6, 4, 2. So we're like 1 pirate away from killing him. It's gotta be worth it, even though he has the Wakers of the Wilds. I think we can just chump that for a while. But that Shapers of Nature is gonna be a bigger problem. So he's going to put a counter somewhere right away. One of his lookouts, presumably. Then we're going to ping. Play the other crew off my treasure. Should probably not auto-yield to that, in case I forget to use it one turn. It's going to hit me for 5. He's going to play his Waker, presumably, and a Dagger Tooth, that's fine. Let's ping him before we forget. Alright, so we know we have lethal in 2 turns. So let's go ping, ping, play the Buccaneers, untap, untap, Ruthless Knave, sure, then ping, ping, so he basically has to kill me this turn. And we'll leave up as many blockers as we can for his ground guys. Even with the Wakers, I don't think he can do it, because we can just chump whatever land he animates. He can hit me for 5 in the air. River Herald's Boon would be 7. So we just have to not let 3 damage through, basically, to play around that. And that's even depending on how much mana he leaves open after the Waker of the Wilds. We might have this one. Make sure I'm not F6 by accident. Uh-huh, he's doing it with 2 mana open, so definitely going to play around River Herald's Boon here. He's going to send with everybody, I assume. I'm going to block everything I can. So obvious blocks will start here. Here. There. Then we can just make some chump blocks, basically. There. There. It'll lose me taking 5 damage. Maybe some trample trick I'm not thinking of. But this should be good. You did draw River Herald's Boon, didn't you? Sneaky, sneaky. I guess it would only be 6 damage because you can't put it on 2 separate non-merfolk. Only a merfolk and something else. Yep, as expected. Just hoping I didn't mess up, basically. Anything I want to do differently here? Swashbuckling does look a little better than normal, so I might bring it in here. Maybe over like a March of the Drowned, because he's not looking really to kill my creatures. Just tempo me. I could consider the munitions also over something else slow. Like maybe I can cut a land again on the draw for like a makeshift munitions to give me a little bit of extra late game reach. Because we are pretty much going to be racing. March of the Drowned was good there, but I don't envision it being as good in these games. Dual Shot I still don't think is that great. Did have a couple 1 toughness creatures, but the 1 toughness creatures aren't the bigger problem. It's more of his power cards later in the game. The Shapers and the Waker of the Wilds and that kind of thing. Yep, and this was the kind of hand I was afraid of with the double Direfleet Captain. I think this hand's a mulligan anyway. Even if one of these lands was a mountain, this hand is kind of risky. Well, I would keep it if one was a mountain, just off the double Direfleet Captain, but A, our hand does nothing, and B, the risk of not having anything to do even if we did draw a mountain. So I'm just going to throw it back. This one I'm also going to throw back. He's also mulling to 5 though, so that's some consolation. Alright, well this one I guess I have to keep. But at least we have both of our colors now. What did he do with this scry? That's kind of relevant. Put it on the bottom. Headstrong Brute's not great on defense, but it's still going to stay on top, I think, because it's something to do. Hopefully if there's like a 2-drop underneath it, that would be the ideal case. No such luck. But at least we've got Brute Ravager going. The Brute is going to be a lot better on offense though, so see what happens with that. Alright, he's leaving up cancel mana, but I'm still probably just going to play my Brute. Well, maybe not. No, I'm still just going to play it. We don't know if he has it. He might just be stuck on colors. Yep, looks like he is. We definitely want to punish him if that's the case. If he's stuck with a bunch of green cards in hand. Alright, so we need to draw Pirate, hopefully. Ooh, that's not bad either. Alright, we're going to town. Don't have Menace right now, but we'll have it next turn. So next turn we're going to be hitting for 10. Alright, he found his green mana. See how aggressive he decides to be. Alright, this game looks very winnable. Take this damage. We are going to get hit for a decent chunk of damage ourselves, but he's also kind of dying here. Like here he either has to go to 5 or double chump. We'll be at 8, so we're not at immediate risk of dying. Right? River Herald's Boon, if we block one thing like this, we take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So 10 to 8. Attack for 5 with Menace. And next turn if he can't kill me, he has to block both of my creatures or he dies. Because we either hit him for 5 or we hit him for 4 plus 1 with the munitions. So he's going to need to have something pretty special here. He can gang block one of my guys semi-efficiently, but that's contingent on him having something else. Everyone's coming in. So if I block here, he has a River Herald's Boon. Once again, that's gonna he can put 2 counters on the Jungle Delver. 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't see any way I can lose this. Crash the Rampart, steals 7, which is not lethal. Is that just game? Is that just a desperation attack, where he just knows he's dead? Because he could have survived. Ooh, does he have Dreamcaller Siren? Wow, I might actually lose this game. I'm actually dead if I don't draw something here. Well, he has a lot of rares in his deck. I'm just dead. Even if I kill one of his creatures with makeshift munitions. That's frustrating. That's kind of an ideal way to end the format though. Just some nonsense like that happening. Our deck was great. His deck was great also. Welcome to Ixalan Leagues. So this is going to be my last draft video of the format, I believe. That pretty much solidifies my decision right there. So our deck was not an 0-2, an 0-1 deck, and if this was like just in pod drafting, this deck would be at least a 2-1, because our deck was better than every other deck at our table. But I won't complain too much. I know I hate when I watch other people play Magic when they complain a lot. Even when they do have some right to. I know that's not what you guys want to tune in to see. So unfortunately just going to be a 1-round video today. But we will come back for probably some constructed next. I'm looking at a couple modern decks that I might showcase for you guys. But now we get to leave this awful, awful format, and we will see you next time.